Yeah, yeah, yeah. Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast scene. Talking Burton bogeys, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discuss in the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch, put and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Smoking aces, laces tied tight. With a puff we fly, elevate the night. Golf ball soaring, higher than a kite. Fairway to heaven, shining real bright. Pitch, foot and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff.
And we're back with another episode of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Before we get rolling here, got to give a shout out to a few sponsors as always. Starting off with our guys over at Trouble Off the Tee. Make sure you guys check out TroubleOffTheTee.com. Use promo code PUFF20. PUFF20 will save you 20%. Fresh line of hats just released over there at Trouble Off the Tee. Everything you look for from the scratch golfer. We got Never Lay Up. And we got Camel Chasing as well as Never Go Alone, which I wore out on the course today, so it's down in the car. But go check out Marty and company over at Trouble Off the Tee. Also, if you got a second, make sure you go give the audio book a listen. TroubleOffTheTee.com. The book is available on Spotify and Audible. I believe a paperback is available as well if you're interested in that. TroubleOffTheTee.com. Use promo code PUFF20. You save yourself 20% at checkout. Also, the guys over at Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. Go check them out. 2 milligram mints. Not only catch a nice buzz, but have your breath smelling right. Go check them guys out. Athletic, ATHLETHC.com. Use promo code PUFF for a special discount. And last but not least, we got the guys over at Back Nine Botanicals. Huge shout out to Back Nine Botanicals. Sponsored the last weekend of the Pitch, Putt, and Puff. Got to give them a shout out. Back9botanicals.com. Leaders in the CBD world, especially in the golf game. Birdie Boost, the Tea Time Sunrise, the Moonlight Mulligan. They got the THC shooters. Also just released the new muscle joint therapy stick. So go check this out. Nice little rub-on stick for all your aches and pains. Back Nine Botanicals has what you're looking for. Back9botanicals.com. Use promo code TPUFF10 at checkout. Real quick before I bring on the guest, this weekend of the Pitch Puff Puff is kind of on a hiatus because of Mother's Day. Not everybody obviously can get out there this weekend, so we take a little break for Mother's Day. The crew will be back out next weekend, so a few guys will be out there golfing. Not really going to count as a Pitch Putt Puff round, but going forward for the rest of the year, it's pretty much smooth sailing as we move on. But I'll take a quick break here. I'm going to bring on our guest. And back here on the Pitch Putt and Puff once again, RGB. Joining me, we got a Troy connection here, which is pretty dope. We got my man ReallyRod from I Really Smoke Cannabis Clothing. Rod, man, appreciate your time and jumping on the podcast here, man.
You already know, baby. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, cool, man. Cool to have another Troy guy on, not golf related as well. So this is pretty cool. But why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how your cannabis journey began, man?
Yeah, man. Pretty simple shit. Pretty much the same shit we all been through, man. It started in school. Played sports. I went to Tri High.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking ended up dropping out around like in the 12th grade, some stupid shit. Like dropped out in 12th grade. I ended up moving to Atlanta.
Better shit to do, man. We had better shit to do back then. That's all.
No, seriously, especially if you getting high and shit. I ain't listening to shit, bro. So yeah, I dropped out of Tri High, and I ended up going down to Atlanta, Georgia, where I went to Job Corps. So I went to Job Corps down there, and I ended up taking up brick mason trade. So I got certified being a brick mason. I'm a certified brick mason right now. Yeah, so I got out of school. My grandfather passed away in 2010 when I graduated from school. So ever since my grandfather passed away, bro, life just went like downhill, man. And I have like terrible anxiety and depression, which is like most people can't see it because I don't. Like I lived through that shit. Like
Yep.
I was getting prescribed medicine like Zoloft and Zyprexa and shit like that. And I always kept a good job, but that shit was putting me to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't work.
Yep.
I couldn't work doing that. You know what I mean? So I started smoking a lot more weed, bro. And that shit was helping me. The weed was helping me. But it was just like I had to keep up with the smoking to feel good. And that's where I'm at now. I know this shit might sound crazy, but that's why I really smoke, bro. And that shit keeps me out of a lot of shit. Yep. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that.
Hell
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You're like, oh, hold on, man. Let me go roll up real quick. I'll be back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It is, because people don't realize it's truly a medicine first. And I think that helps now too. Like with the dispensaries open, people are starting to get more knowledge about cannabis and what it really does. Like how you were saying, you're getting those pills and you're probably walking around feeling like a fucking zombie, like not yourself, just, zoned out, going through the motions. But now you go, the day's going good, something goes wrong, dealing with some stress, you got something big important coming up, the anxiety builds up, man, let me chill out here, let me pop a gummy, let me go smoke a joint, something to that extent for, whatever people prefer. And it literally just takes that little bit of edge off, and you're like, all right, that thing's really important, but it's not the most important thing in the world. Like there's other, you know what I mean? Like it just takes that edge off.
That's a fact, brother.
It's crazy, man. So when growing up, man, I know Troy, for especially back in the day, man, we were talking about this prior to recording, the haze and the sour, man. We were moving that haze and sour and then one day it just disappeared. But I'm assuming you had an experience back in the day getting, because that's all you were getting if you were getting some gas. It was haze and sour.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy that you brought this shit up, because a lot of people talk about, the haze, the sour, like, bro, like 9th Street, the 9 block, man, baby, all that shit came through there, and I'm talking about it came through there real right. So we were smoking good, that. You know what I'm saying? 9th and Rensselaer, we had it all the time. The drum,
I know that personally. Yep.
All of it, and it's like it's gone now, bro. Like I'm tired of here, try this sour. I could smell and look at that shit and be like, bro, nah. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting.
Not even close.
Different with it. Not close though. Not close. Nowhere close.
Nowhere close. And the old school sour was, and the haze as well. When you walked in a room, everybody stopped and looked at you because it was so loud. Like it was literally so loud that the whole room would smell you. And you could have smoked hours ago and they're still smelling you, because that shit used to just linger.
Nowhere. That's a fact.
Sour was fucking different, man.
Yes,
absolutely different. But it's cool to see where it's going, especially here in New York. Just knowing like you can literally post up and like think about like, all right, we have a park up by, in Troy, Prospect Park. I used to go up there and hoop all the time. We'd like to, during in between games or something, smoke or whatever, but then the boys would roll through and we'd have to, everybody get all nervous, have to put the shit down depending, what the situation was and shit. And then now, like, if you want to go do something like that, you can just do it peacefully. No one's going to bother you. Like, just that whole thing too. And like, and not many stoners are really causing too many fucking problems. We're the biggest problem. We're probably, where are we going to eat? That's the biggest problem we have on a daily basis for the most part.
Or getting too much of it.
Right. And you got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's dope. So, all right, man, what got you into want to make a brand and get into a clothing line?
So I figured like, I got to do something. You know what I'm saying? The brick mason thing, I'm really good at that shit. So like last summer I did a whole patio. The lady ripped me off. I was like a $13,000 job. She fucking ripped me off. That was the last string right there. I've been ripped off so many times, bro. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm done. I'm like, boom, roll that. Think about it. So I started thinking about clothes and shit, man. I was a kid. I always wanted to fucking make clothes. So I'm like, all right. So I started thinking about what can I think of, like what kind of brand name that would be catchy that people will wear the clothes, that would buy the clothes. So I'm like, that's gonna be hard. Took me a while. It took me like 2-3 months to think of I really smoke cannabis. I had IRS, I really smoked. I had all different types of shit. That ass. I still got the scrapbook. But the I really smoke cannabis shit hit and it stuck. I'm like, I thought about it, said something to my pops. He's like, bro, that shit stick. He said, you just gotta make it look good on the clothing. So I get a lot of support now, especially from like a lot of people I do not fucking even know and never seen in my life, bro. And I love it.
Yep.
It really helps me succeed, bro. So I just go harder. I try all different types of shit out. You know what I'm saying? Not everything comes out good, but you know what I'm saying? It's experience. I want to learn the craft myself instead of just taking the outside look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Having a manufacturer go ahead and make them out, print them and shit. But now that I did that and took my time and made some content on social media and stuff, I have like a few manufacturers that have reached out and that want to help me with my clothing. But bro, being independent, coming from the hood and shit like that, I don't be knowing, but I do a lot of research, man. Like I do a lot of research.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, dog, but I'm just making it happen.
Because you're gonna grind, man. You get passionate about it. If you're passionate about it, you know you're willing to put. That's the type of shit you're willing to put the time in. Same thing with me doing the podcast, man. I wanted to do something. I was smiling when you were talking because it was kind of similar to what I was doing with this. I wanted to do a podcast. Like I knew I was going to do something with it, but I needed something to stand out. You look, there's 1,000 golf podcasts. At the time, there wasn't a lot of weed podcasts, cannabis podcasts. So I was like, all right, let me mix two things I enjoy doing together. Like if this was 10 years ago, this would be a basketball and weed podcast or a football and weed podcast or whatever I was doing. But like now I'm older and I'm going to be playing golf for as long as I possibly can. Like, all right, I'm going to be smoking for as long as I possibly can. Let's just put these two together. It's me and the crew kicking it on the weekends. Like, why not? Like, do something I enjoy and be able to, like, meet new people and do that kind of thing. Because everybody's got a story, bro. Every single person has a story. So, like, they get the opportunity to meet some cool people like yourself and hearing some cool shit. Like, that's what it's really all about. And, like, you being local is even cooler because, like, I see what you're doing on social media. I see you pulling up to events like at Stage 1 down there when the Jim Jones was over there, popping up to other events and like supporting.
Oh, yeah. I work at Stage 1, bro.
Oh, you do?
That's what I work at.
No shit, man. All right,
remind me. Yeah, watch the videos. Go down the page, make them watch the videos, man. My editing sucks, bro. Dead ass. I'm just getting good at that. Them guys over there, man. I done learned so much from a few of them guys in there. You know,
my man Will, bro.
Yeah, that's my man. That's my manager.
Dude, we're gonna talk after. I got something to tell you about that after. I got some good news about that, so I'll talk to you about that after.
No doubt.
But yeah, so I seen you over there. I see you, supporting like the Helium boys, which is that's my homies, man. As you can see here, I call it Helium Row.
I see you.
Yep, the cowboy, because the reason I really like the cowboy, it's got that soury punch where it leaves that little bit of a lingering like smell and taste, and it's like you want it more. Yeah, exactly. So like I always tell Evan, I'm like, bro, you can pump out the DNA at 30%. You can come at me with whatever, but I'm gonna still probably stick with the fucking cowboy.
The cowboy fact.
Yeah, that's my shit.
I haven't tried the DNA or the what's the other one you got, the Zope? I haven't tried either one of them shits. I was trying to find the Zope today, bro, but I guess it's out right now.
But I think they got it up at Legacy. I'm not sure though, but yeah, that Zope is it's a little bit lower THC percentage, but it's got a nice taste to it, nice flavor, and that's kind of like a lot of how I judge my flower. Like I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy the smoke. I want to enjoy the consumption. Obviously, you want to enjoy the buzz. If I got to smoke two of them opposed to one of them or roll up a bigger one, no diddy, like whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
you know how that go, bro. I be fucking in here. I smoke one. I roll it up, smoke it.
Nope.
And I look at her, I be like, babe, you roll the next one up.
No doubt.
Most of the time, she already got the shit rolled up already.
Yeah, that's the move, man. That's the move. I always have one in the chamber.
I'm so happy with how everything's turning out right now for the cannabis community.
Yeah, man. And so let's get back into your brand. Though. So I see you got that's like your main design, the one you have on your shirt right there. That's the one I primarily see.
Yes, this is the main one right here.
Gotcha. I always see you like you're constantly messing around, just trying to be creative, come up with some new things, and trying to stand out. What's going to be your primary focus going into the summer here, and just starting up the brand?
So all right, now the summer, I've been trying to find a regular, original, classy look for a tee that I can just keep on reproducing, because people are gonna buy it. So that's where I'm at now. So that's why you see different prints and stuff like, and they just, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to catch one that sticks, and that's where I feel like it's not gonna come quick. It might take a while. So this summer might come. I might think I got it together.
Yep.
And they don't hit. You know what I'm saying? The shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And I expect that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just stay on top of that shit, expecting that. But I do find something plain and white where people, all right, I really smoke. Let me put that on and look good with a little gold chain or whatever the case, my little watch, whatever.
Yeah.
Something regular, classy. That's what I'm kind of looking for. I'm a classy guy, bro.
Yep. Don't want to be loud with all the crazy designs and colors and all that kind of thing. Just plain simple.
Nice garment, bro, right down. And that's it.
Yep. And it still stands out because what it's representing. That's what makes it stand out. Because people are going to see that shirt and see cannabis and they're like, what the fuck's he? You know what I mean? That's going to be the word that catches people's eye. That's what's up. Now, so you're doing shirts. You plan on doing hats and other like hoodies and obviously all that stuff. I see a shit. Well, obviously hoodies.
I plan on getting that motherfucking warehouse one day. I plan on doing, bro. I plan on doing it all. I do have a online store I started up like 2 weeks ago. It's on Printify. You can find it at ReallyRod clothing.printify.me. So that's been out for a couple of weeks. So I don't know who and how many people are buying because I guess they do it bi-monthly and they don't even let you see anything until like the first month's up.
Gotcha. Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, man, as long as you get the exposure out, man, that's the hardest thing. And especially like on social media, you're probably going to start to deal with a lot of shadow banning. If you know what I mean? Like you're going to start
doing that already, bro. It's hard.
Yep. Same, man. So you got to really try to find the ways to work around that shit and networking. And then like, that's why I always try to have like cannabis guests on this. Like, obviously it's a golf podcast as well, and I'll mix it up. But like, because of the shadow ban and like, I know everybody deals with it. Like, I've been dealing with it for like 2 years. Like, for example, like on Instagram, it will show you've gained 65 followers this month. Okay. It will say you lost 10 followers. All right. But my number only went up 10. Where are they going? Where are these people that are allegedly following me? Like, it's nuts. I should be over like, if the numbers were correct, I should be over like $6,000 right now. And I've been stuck at like 2,000, 2,300 in that range for like 6 months now. I'm like, yo, what is happening?
That should be our hands all the way, bro. It's crazy.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, man. So I just hope you work at stage one, man. I can't wait to tell you what I got cooking up after we get off of here. It's pretty exciting news, man. It's pretty exciting news. So as long as nothing's official yet. That's why I don't want to say it on air, but we got some things cooking up.
I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of good things happen at stage one, bro. A lot of good things happen.
Yo, they got some great guests on that podcast, man. They've had AJ Sauer, Jada Kiss.
They be killing it, bro.
Jim Jones. Like, Will's a really good dude, man. I got a chance to speak to a few other people over there. The Helium Boys introduced me to the crew over there, so that's how I got plugged in. Those dudes are great too, man. Helium guys. Always got to give a shout out to Evan and Lucas.
Yeah, they cool as hell.
Yeah. So over the past, we're 3 years, 2.5, 3 years legal here in New York. What direction do you think the cannabis industry's going in right now? You think you like what you see in the New York cannabis industry?
I love it, man. I just don't want it to be one of those, all right, y'all, the fun's over type shit. Because like that happens a lot, man. Like, I'm gonna be pissed if that happens. Because if I gotta go back there, hide in my clip, man. I smoke that shit anyway. It's like I was before.
Yeah, I don't think they could take it away from us now. If anything, they'll just up taxes but they're making money off of it. That's the thing too. There's a dispensary on, every block, it feels like now, especially if you're down in the city. It's crazy. Half of them are pop-up shops and such, but there just seem to be fucking everywhere. But the companies, the brands, we're starting to see, like the ones who have been in it from the beginning are starting to get a solid following. So they're consistent now. They're, you know what I mean? Like say like a Dank or a Jaunty or someone like that. Like, all right, everybody knows like they got a Jaunty has, good carts, good edibles. Dank, they have nice flower, pre-rolls, that's such a thing. So like they have that name. It's your Nike and Adidas. You know what I mean? you know, that kind of thing. You know the name. But then you've seen some of the ones like some companies started out and their flour was some outdoor, obviously, like because the regulations they were stuck in, it was trash, bro. It was trash. And some of them have bounced back with better products.
Ain't gonna say no names this time for real though.
Yeah, this time I can't. But they've bounced back, and some of them have made a little bit of a comeback and presented a better product that I've seen.
Oh, definitely.
There is some of them, but it also in my head I remember what it was, so I'm not I'm not jumping to go try it again. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna spend $45-$50 on an eighth and be like, or $20 on a pre-roll, and I'm like, man, this shit sucks still. You know, I'll burn in my throat and shit. But different, man. Different. Yeah, man. So shit was I just gonna ask you? Yeah, man, the brand. So the shirts, what's your next drop of shirt? What do you plan on doing? Like just like exclusive releases or
how
you plan on doing it?
I'm making like right now. I don't know what I know this probably sounds bad, but I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro. Like I really don't. Like like I be in my where I design my logo at. I go there and now I just learned how to switch it around. So I don't have to just do this. You know what I'm saying? So now I just learned how to do that shit. So bro, it'd be a hit and miss. I had made these shirts that says trust no one. Them shirts was a killer. Like I did good on that. You know what I'm saying? I put a logo blunt on my sleeve, so you know that's me. I really smoke on every sleeve. So they ate those up. I had made some I made another shirt, a black shirt that had it said I'm blunt because God made me this way. It had the lady lips with the finger like that. Yeah. They love those ones too, but they not all gonna hit, bro.
Right. You gotta find the ones, man. You gotta find the ones. But you're in a good industry for it too, that you can get your brand out when to customers when you wear your shirt at the shop or something. Someone comes through and sees, oh, yo, where'd you get that shirt? It's my company. You're basically wearing your business card when you're out there.
All the time, bro. All the time.
You plan on doing any pop-ups or popping up at any events or anything like that coming up here once this weather changes?
I want to be in every event, man. I really want to get this out there, bro. Like I want to get this out there into the hands of the right people too. You know what I'm saying? I want everyone to see it, everyone to know it. I want everyone to have fun, man, with this shit. Like, don't be shy no more, motherfucker. I really smoke.
Yep. Change the culture. Let's truly change the culture. Like, we've all been doing it for so long. Like, just be comfortable with it. Like, it really, at this point, it's 2025. It is what it is. I mean, you got people claiming to be fucking dogs. It's okay to smoke weed, It's just the world we live in. Man, it's fucking nuts. But dude, I always like to wrap up with my 3-question segment. I'll start off with, what was your favorite strain? If you're trapped on an island, you can only bring one strain to smoke. What you bringing?
Ooh, damn, man. I might have to stay alive, stay awake. I might have to bring some Blue Dream, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's like one of my favorites, bro.
I get that answer. I do get that a lot. I've had the original Blue Dream shit like a few times. Fire, absolutely fire. But I always say sour, man. I always go to that's.
I knew it.
Yeah, that's my one, man. That's my one. And then haze, like I don't know if it was just the time like of my life or like that was my shit, and I was in the legacy side of things, so I was doing real well with the sour and stuff back in the day too. So it was a lot of things that sour was always like, it was a good time when the sour was around type shit. So I don't know if that's why I go back to it, but I always did enjoy the smoke and the high. And you'd smoke like, I remember, man, you used to get like 0.7s for the dub, and like you'd smoke it, clip it, make it last. You'd be high for hours off of that 0.7 though.
Get weed like that no more, bro. Yo, we don't get weed like that no more.
We really don't. Like, when we went from like the Arizona to the Beasters, the shit coming down from Canada, and then all of a sudden one day like Jack Herrera and Sour Diesel and Haze popped up. People didn't know what the fuck to do. They're like, yo, what is this?
It was crazy over that shit.
What is this? Now, what's your favorite? Like, how do you smoke joints, blunts,
So
bongs? What's your
I
favorite
smoke,
preference to smoke?
I smoke Bob Marley hemp papers. So
Okay.
listen to this. Because I hear a lot of shit about this, but everybody's different and shit, you know. All right, so I smoke with the Bob Marley papers. I didn't always use grabba until like last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to hate the fucking shit. I used to smoke so many fucking cigarettes, bro. I'm cursing too much. My bad, bro.
You're good. You're good.
I used to smoke so many cigarettes, bro. It's sick. I can't believe I quit cigarettes.
Yeah.
But how I quit cigarettes, bro. I fucking started sprinkling on grabba in my weed. That
Yeah.
shit gave me a hit because the weed was trash. It gave me a
Uh-huh.
hit, and I ain't fucking cigarettes anymore. And I don't want to. And I don't need to put that shit in every blunt. I do not need to put my grab on every blunt, bro.
Yeah.
I do that because I smoke mad cigarettes and I drink coffee, so I need that extra hit in the morning type shit. So, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Word,
Yeah.
I grab on my blunts though.
I remember I was at my buddy has a studio, and we were over there hanging out one day, and he's rolling up, and he starts putting the grabba in there. And I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, I've seen the Fanta leaves and shit like that, putting blunts and all that, but I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? Like, I was totally caught off guard. He kind of break it all down to me, but it is very common though. Like, more and more people are using it. Like, I see a lot of people using it, but
he ain't putting the cigarettes down. I'm
yeah.
trying to put the cigarettes down, bro. I'm like, yo, stop smoking that shit.
Yeah, man. Believe me, I know all about that. You know, you gotta get rid of that shit. But yeah, the grabba, I think I smoked like 1 or 2 joints with grabba in it.
Yeah,
But with him, and I was like, it's different. It's a little bit different, but like, I don't know. I think if I went to the store, I wouldn't even know what to ask for. So that's probably why I never even went to try it, bro, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it ain't for you. You don't need a
No,
jack.
I don't need that shit. I'm good. Where the fuck did I put my lighter? And then the last question to wrap up, man, is 3 people to put in a sesh to smoke with. Who would they be?
Oh, yeah, I gotta get my boy Snoop,
You know?
Seth Rogen. I gotta get my boy Seth Rogen. For the third one, man, that shit could be like that could be up at a toss. I don't really care for a third person that much. I can't even think of a third person. I would be lying if I just made up a name.
Yeah. Mine are. I always go to Joe Rogan just because I would like to hear some of the shit that what he thinks of the guests that he had on. Like,
Okay.
he always, he questions them and shit, but he never really gives you his opinion if like, oh, that you think this guy's bullshitting about this aliens or, that kind of thing. Like, he's had a lot of guests on there, so Rogan would be a good one. And he's funny. He's a funny dude.
Fire, bro. Well, that's a good one.
Method Man, because How High was like my favorite movie of all time. Method Man I was just at the concert. You go out to the concert when they were up here?
Nah, I worked. I think I was fucking working that day, man.
Yeah, it was fire. It was pretty cool to see them. Get a chance to see them. I've seen Jim Jones a few times, but I don't remember if Method Man and Redman were at the Rock the Mic tour back in the day, but I feel like they were. But that was a pretty dope show. Method Man, I could recite How High word for word,
Yo, I was just about to say that. I thought you were gonna ask about the movie. I'm about to say, don't watch that shit with me. You're gonna get tired of me.
No, hold on. Jiminy Cricket looking ass motherfucker, get him. Love that shit. And then my last one would be Jason Williams, White Chocolate. Used to play for the Kings and the Heat, the basketball player.
Jay Will, that's my boy.
Yeah, that was literally how I played basketball, dude. I would rather throw. I got benched one day. We were playing Sconnect. I'll give you a quick. I got benched. I was on a fast break against Sconnect, and I left one off the glass for one of my teammates for an alley-oop, opposed to just going up for the layup myself. And the fucking coach pulled my ass out of the game for that shit.
Yeah, they're good for that. Who do you play for?
Sitterly.
I'm not even gonna say that.
You already know.
I'm not gonna say shit, man.
That's not the time or the place for that. I looked around. I was like, the gym's popping right now. It looked like a pretty good time to me.
Consider like family members and friends.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep, for real. But yeah, those are my 3. Really, just to chop it up, like you could literally, it's I always ask that question, especially like I ask it in the golf sense too, like who are 3 people you'd want to play golf with, kind of thing. I get so many different answers. It's crazy. It's so crazy because just to see what people are into, man. People go back to like, oh, when they were a kid, you know, someone from a TV show or something stupid. You know, people go everywhere with that shit.
Right.
Everywhere. Yo, man, I really appreciate you jumping on. Definitely we'll link up again soon. Don't hop off. Don't sign off yet when we're done recording. I want to tell you a few things. But before that, why don't you let the listeners know where they can find you?
Yo, man, I appreciate you having me on here. ReallyRod, you can find me at Stage 1. Pull up and get that top shelf flower. You heard?
Yes, sir. Get that helium.
Right.
What's your Instagram page and what's your website?
My Instagram is I Really Smoke Cannabis. Just like that. It's the same way on Facebook. And my online store is ReallyRod Clothing. .me.
I'll post that in the description below as well. I appreciate your time, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in to another episode of the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast. We'll be back on Monday. Unfortunately, not going to really have a Pitch Putt and Puff golf weekend. Real quick, too, shout out to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And the single dads being moms as well, because, you know, the moms always be getting that extra shout out. Got to give love to the dads, too. But appreciate everybody tuning in. Happy Mother's Day weekend. And we'll see you on Monday with another episode of the Pitch Putt and Puff. Peace.
Peace.
Roll up the green, hit the links with RGB. Pitch, putt, and puff, it's our podcast theme. Talking Burton Bogies, hole in one dream. Golf cart cruising, we're the illest team. Pitch, putt, and puff, light it up, hit the rough. Every swing's a story, we can't get enough. Hazards and hard times, we know it's tough, but we live for the game, fam, that's our stuff. Got my clubs in the trunk, blunt in the front. Tee off in the noon, cause we don't bunt. Discuss in the course, weed strains for lunch. Straight shooters on the greens, not a front. Pitch.